Hey guys, happy Monday. Hope you guys are having a great day and hope you had a great weekend. So, I want to introduce my buddy Jason.
Hello.
And you are from
Interactive Realm?
Interactive Realm. That's his YouTube channel.
Look on.
Huh?
Just take that one over.
No, that's all right. Keep going. We don't do that. We just keep going. So, he's from Interactive Realm and he lives down in the Surprise area. So we met, I don't know, about 6-7 months ago, something like that. We're part of a makers group out down there, and we've been wanting to kind of do something together, and we finally came up with something. So you guys heard me talk about it on Friday, and we're going to do a kind of a giveaway, a Christmas giveaway, and this is kind of what we are emulating, so to speak. We took this and kind of took it to the next level. I did part of it, Jason did part of it, so you're going to see the whole thing. You're going to see my part of it here right after this scene. And Jason does awesome stuff. We talked about Jason before, and we've got his little sun catcher around here somewhere. So that was probably 3 or 4 months ago. He made that little sun catcher thing for us. Right there. Oh, there it is. I knew I saw it. So this is, he does a lot of laser stuff. He does all kinds of stuff. Anyway, Jason, tell him what you do.
Like you said, laser. This is plywood and acrylic. I also do, obviously, signs. Mm-hmm. I guess kind of the main style would be considered tiki or weathered, distressed. I did a couple of NFL player signs. I do a bunch of LED lighting stuff. I don't know. I want to get into welding. I want to do a bunch of other things as well.
Yeah, because I've seen some of your stuff where you actually integrate, like that one you did chains and buckles and different screen stuff. You had some screen on a couple of them. Yeah, go check out his stuff, guys. Really, really creative. Much more creative than me. I love some of the stuff that he's doing. So I'm excited about getting a chance to work and mix my stuff with his stuff. So we'll just take it to the next step. The next scene you'll see is I'm going to do my part of it, and then we'll move on, and Jason will do his part. So stick with us. We'll be right back. Hey guys. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start this this Christmas giveaway sign. So you've already seen with Jason and I, this is kind of what we're shooting for. So I'm going to do my part of it, and then I'm going to get it off to Jason, and he's going to do his part of it. So here's what I've got. I've got, this is the way it's kind of started. So I did the freezer paper transfer down here. Here's the paper that I used.
Excuse the dogs.
That's Magnum. He's upset about something. And Coco. So that's a freezer paper transfer. Now, if you want to see that done, I thought it would be kind of redundant to do it on here, but go back and watch video hashtag 230 and video number hashtag 305. That's where I did the freezer paper transfer with an inkjet printer on both of those videos. That's exactly what they're all about. So anyway, my plan is these are going to be carved inset. They'll be red. This will be kind of an island, and then this is going to be cut all the way through. Oh, Magnum's trying to come in. The Queen, run him off. You'll hear him bark in a minute because he's all ticked off at Vicky. All right, so this is going to be cut all the way through, inset letters. But what we have to do first is we've got to do our inset letters and then cut our line. But I've got a SC50 bit in that's been ground a few times, and so it's a little fatter than a normal SC50, which I think will work really good for these really thin inset letters. So I'll put my cheaters on, and we'll get after it. I think you were wearing this last.
No, I was wearing the face mask.
Oh, that's right. You were wearing the face mask when you were doing your sled stuff. That's a little bit deep yet. So as soon as I get this depth correctly, I'll let you guys know what it is. Here we go. So I like that depth. I'm going to keep it there. Again, it's subjective, because here I would lift it up. There will be some places where I'll kind of lift it up. But just so you know, on this used SC50, I am right around 1/8 of an inch. Now, normally I say that you can't go that deep with an SC50, but after it's been ground a time or two, you can get away with it without losing that tip. Okay guys, so let me explain kind of how I achieved the different widths of those lines. I started at full depth here, but you can see how some of these lines got thinner. That's because if you go back and watch, I was lifting the edge of the router base to cause that line to get a little bit thinner in some of these tiny spots. So anyway, that's just when you've got lines that some are thick and some are thin, that's the way I do it. Now, it could be done a different way. You could do all of the lines super thin and then go back and just fatten up the lines that you want to, and that may be a little bit easier process, especially if you're still starting, if you're just starting out. This is just happens to be the way I do it, so I can go through the whole thing and just keep the bit at one depth all the way through, and then just adjust the depth and the width of the line by lifting the router base. Flies. So anyway, I'm going to finish this up, the rest of this off camera, then we'll come back and we'll cut that hole. All right, so I got all of the letters done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow this black line or close to it, cut my island, and then I'm going to cut the inside of this silhouette moon here. Here we go. if that compressor is off there. Can you see if that compressor is off? I don't want it to make a whole lot of noise. It's off. Good job.
Thanks.
All right, so that's not too bad. I held a fairly decent line around there. I think I'll go back probably and actually touch that up a few places. I don't think it really will make a difference, but yeah, it's just the way I am. Hang on. Okay, that looks better. A little bit better. Yeah, and you guys will notice I haven't mentioned this in a while, I think. You'll notice that when I carved, I started here and went around. Well, this line, this outside line is really the line that matters to me. The inside doesn't matter because it's going to be gone here in a minute anyway. But then when I went back to touch it up, I went the opposite direction because of the direction of the cutter. Because if I had come down this direction, it would have been more likely to catch and pull in to the place that I didn't want it to. So anyway, I went the opposite direction, which is really kind of counterclockwise, in order to not bite into that grain. Anyway, you guys will kind of learn that as you go along. Bless you. And bless you guys too. Anyway, all right. I'm going to switch my cutter, come back, and we'll cut this this middle out of here. Okay, so normally I would never use this router. Take my ears off here. Normally I would never use this router for this heavy a cut, but I'm going to take this in multiple passes. That was the first pass, and I'm down there, I don't know, maybe a little bit further than I need to. I think I'm going to take this in 3 passes. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'll clean everything up, trim everything up. But I did notice that my adhesive started to break loose on me. So I'm going to, and I'm using this strip adhesive, but I didn't put quite enough. So I'm going to blow this off. Actually, you guys can watch me do that. It held pretty decent over on this side, but I just put 2 strips on either side. I think I'm going to put a little bit more. Put some on the ends too. It's rolling pretty good today for me. There have been times where it didn't roll.
Yeah, like when we were trying to put it on that thing.
Like when we were working on the flattening router sled thing. Put a little more in the middle. Actually, let's put.
I think you just like playing with it.
Actually, I do like this thing. I really do like playing with it. What?
Oh, I moved the camera. I'm watching you and not paying
Uh-oh. She did it again. She's just mesmerized by me. That's what it is.
attention. Oh my gosh.
She just can't take her eyes off me.
Actually, you know what it is? Is I want to get in there and fix it.
She's a maker now, so that's what she does.
Bossy. I'm getting bossy.
Well, I'm not saying nothing. I don't want to get hit. So this is the way, in case you guys haven't seen me do this before, this is the way I kind of get that adhesive to take a little bit better bite, is put a clamp under it. If I could put a clamp inside, which I could, but these are just kind of handy clamps to have. Handy clamp. Sounds like a good name for a product. Handy clamp.
That's kind of what you are. You're a handy clamp.
Shut your clamp. Take that. All right. All right. Now we'll go back at this thing again. Hopefully it'll hold for me a little bit better. How deep am I so I can tell you guys? I'm sure I'm way over a quarter. Yeah. Oh, about quarter of an hour, about 5/16, something like that. I'm going to take 2 more passes, I think. I don't want to take this next pass all in one shot. All right. What are you yapping about over there?
I'm not yapping. I'm laughing.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm going to yap you right in the head.
Kind of went sideways on me a little bit there.
The shirt. Oh my gosh.
All right, I think one more pass. Yeah, I think I can get it in one more pass. So this is the way, guys, and I have said this because people ask me, can you do the big heavy cuts with this router? And to be honest, this thing is probably more powerful than I give it credit for, but you can definitely do it if you make it in multiple passes like this. Normally, I would be using my big 618 router to do this and probably do it all in one pass, no problem. But I've actually got that set up for the router sled, and it just takes about a half hour to switch it back over. So I figured,
And
well,
I have work to do with it.
yeah, we've got more discs and stuff to level with it. So I figured I'll just make multiple passes with this, and that might be valuable for you guys to see that as well, because I've mentioned it many times. All right, this should be the last pass if all goes well. So the reason I did that is because that bit was sticking out of there a long ways, and I just wanted to absolutely make sure that that didn't catch on anything coming out. It should be loose now. Yeah, there we go. And I had did I have any? Oh, I had a little bit of adhesive on there, so it was pretty good. All right. So now, yeah, the thing's still stuck down pretty good. Now I'm going to I'm going to trim that, kind of clean that edge up a little bit in there. Leave it the same depth. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'll probably gonna take my little sander, my little micro zip. It's here somewhere, I think. Well, I'm going to find my little micro zip, and we're going to sand the inside of that. Then we're going to come back and do the stars. All right, so what I did here was I just kind of marked some spots on here where I wanted the stars, and I literally just used the drill holes through, used a sacrifice piece underneath so I didn't drill into my bench, and now we'll set up and cut those stars. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, I think you can get an idea. That's what I'm planning on doing on the stars. And then Jason's going to kind of take it from there. I think I'm going to make that one a little bit better point. But I'm going to, I'll go ahead and finish the rest of these stars, doing my little starburst thing on there. And then we'll come back and get into the next step. Okay, so I got the stars all done, kind of the way I want them. And one thing that I did want to mention is I started to do these stars with the SC50, and you know, there's always seems to be a lot of confusion when to use the SC50, when to use a profile. I started on a practice piece using the SC50, and I found because the SC50, remember guys, that is only for certain instances you want to use the SC50. But what I found is because it's only got one flute, it doesn't cut near as well as a profile does. So I wasn't able to really get those starbursts coming out of there. Some of them were kind of coming out kind of sideways, so to speak, because I was using the SC50 and it doesn't cut through this pine near as well as the profile bit. And being as the profile bit had a pretty good point on it anyway, I decided to switch over to the profile bit and had much more control with it, with the profile, than I did with SC50. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. I think that might be valuable for you. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to paint, I'm going to spray, I'm going to mask it off, spray these letters red. This is all going to be black in here and then a black line around there, and I'll mask off and spray just those, sand it off, and come back and show you what the finished project looks like before we send it off to Jason. So then he'll do his magic on that end. So we'll be right back and show you what our part of it is going to look like. All right guys, well, I have done my part. So this is now going to ship off to Jason, who is super creative. He just does some really cool stuff, just kind of off the wall stuff. I really like his creativity. So we did this red and this all black in here and that black line. So now I'm going to pass it on to him and let him do his part of it. And then we will get together either in his shop down in Phoenix or in my shop here, and we'll show you the finished product, and we'll give it away to somebody. I don't know how we're going to do the giveaway yet, but we'll let you know. So stay tuned. We'll see you soon. Bye. So that's my part of it, guys. I'm really excited to see what Jason comes up with. I think he's going to do some really creative stuff. He does a lot of different kind of rustic looking with LED stuff. So I'm really excited to see what he comes up with. So go check out his channel. The rest of the making of this is going to be over on his channel. That's Interactive Realm. That's his YouTube channel. And I'm going to put, it'll be across the screen right here somewhere. And then the link will be down below in the description. So go see the rest of making of this sign over there. And then I'm going to join him over there and we'll wrap that up. And then on Wednesday's video, we're going to do, Vicky's got a project we're doing. And then on Friday, we'll be giving this thing away. So anyway, guys, have a great one. And we will see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.